Hello, I'm going to talk about Wise Way number 7 in The Richest Women in Babylon because it has to do with something I did today. So, the name of the seventh wise way is to increase your skill and your understanding. The original from The Richest Man in Babylon was increase your ability to earn. And the stories talk about getting new skills and using them to bring in more income. And this isn't directly related to what I did today, but as you can imagine, I'm part of a lot of frugal living kind of tips and stuff groups on Facebook, and like at least once a month, usually more often than that, there's somebody on the group posting, how can I make $100 to last me till payday, or I've got bills coming up and this has been a tough month. How can I make an extra couple of $100s? And inevitably, when somebody asks that question, somebody also responds with donate plasma. And I've never done that before. So I did that today for the first time. It was a very interesting experience. And again, only sort of related to increase your skill and your standing. The better way, or the more only sort of related to the seventh wise way, increase your skill and your understanding, because technically what this is talking about is getting a raise or getting a better job. But those things take time, and a much faster way to bring in extra income is to do these things. And I'm wondering how many people have actually done this. I've never actually seen somebody tell the story of what it was like, and so I thought I would do that today. So I actually tried to donate for the first time on Monday, and I had a tiny little pimple on my arm near where they would have to put the needle. So after I checked in, watched the consent video, had them test my blood, check my veins, and they didn't notice it then, but you also have to do a physical. And the nurse spotted it during the physical, and she's like, yeah, no, I can't prove this. So she went ahead and completed the physical and said that I could come back later in the week. So today was that day. The physical is good for 1 week, and generally they like to see two donations in a week, so I can still go back on Saturday and do the second donation then, which I will absolutely do in the morning before they get busy, because we tried to go a little early. And first of all, there's no place to do this in the town we live in, so we had to drive quite a ways to get to one of these plasma donation centers. So I check in. There's some confusion because I was there before and they did all my paperwork, but I hadn't actually donated. So anyway, after about an hour, I go back into the area, and it actually wasn't horrible. It was kind of like a half-hour long blood draw. I thought it was going to be 90 minutes of them doing the plasmapheresis. That isn't what happened. It only took a half an hour, and it wasn't just me. Everybody was done after half an hour. When they tell you it's going to be 90 minutes, they mean the first part of that is going to be the check-in process. And while not being able to donate on Monday was kind of irritating, it was actually a good thing that they clearly are making sure that healthy people are donating, or at least healthy by their standards, and they aren't taking chances with contamination or whatever. So would I do it again? So I'm going to go ahead and do my first months of donation, because in the first month, pretty much all of the plasma centers offer a premium for the donations, and it's worth it to do them for me for the first month. But after that, the amount that you get paid per donation drops significantly, like to almost half, depending on your weight. And I'm in a weight group where at this particular location, it will be about half. And since we have to drive so far and it's not really something that I need, the cost benefit of driving that far and losing, 3 or 4 hours of my day to just doing this, probably not. But if I live closer, I would probably consider it. it's not just and not just for the money aspect. Donating plasma helps save lives. I think that plasma is so valuable. I mean, think about this. They have a whole center that is dedicated to nothing other than getting plasma from people. There are dozens of people who work in these places all day long. So it's the center, it's the equipment, it's the labor that it takes to run it. Plasma's got to be worth a lot. And I do know that they also use it for cosmetics and med spa stuff. So, or maybe not med spa, but other non strictly medical reasons. So, yes, it does save lives. It's kind of like donating blood, except different because they don't pay you for blood donations, as far as I know. But yeah, if it were a little more convenient, I might do it on a more regular basis, not necessarily for the money, but just for the saving lives, sort of doing a good deed aspect of it. This far away, probably not. But I will continue the first month. And because there are two different companies who do this in San Antonio, I can actually switch companies and get, like the 1 month starter donations from the other company as well. After that, I won't be new to either one of them anymore, and they won't apply it won't apply to me unless they run specials, which from what I understand they do from time to time. But if you've ever wondered what donating plasma is like, it's not bad. The review process is long, but understandably because they're doing an adequate job of screening, and the actual event is not bad at all. It's like a half-hour long blood draw. So if you've ever had your blood drawn, and anyway, the richest women in Babylon, and we were talking about Wise Way 7, which is increase your skill and your standing. If you haven't bought a copy yet and you are wanting to improve your financial situation, pick up a copy. If you have bought a copy, please consider leaving a review. And thank you.